and welcome to the Patriot Connection. I'm Paisley Jones.
And I'm Lola Woods. Wheeling Park High School recently wrapped up another All About Park. Patriot Connection reporter Riley Gillespie takes a look at this year's event.
Held in conjunction with our CTE open house, our annual All About Park brought in hundreds of future freshmen and their families. Freshmen are gearing up to begin their high school career at the Palace on the Hill and took advantage of the opportunity to see what Wheeling Park offers in terms of curriculum, sports, and student life.
I'm most interested by the volleyball, and I'm just ready to start the next sports like basketball and softball.
The soccer team for Wheeling Park.
All the sports opportunities and the different types of classes that you can take.
I'm excited to experience new things and really just try out for sports and stuff.
All the opportunities that they have, like the CTE programs and the sporting stuff and all the music department, it's a lot of stuff that I'll be able to do.
Teachers, coaches, administrators, and current Patriots took this night to showcase our school as we welcomed incoming freshmen into their new home.
Wheeling Park is such a special school because there are opportunities for everyone. Everyone can find something they love to do.
I think the teachers, the students, the opportunities we're given makes Wheeling Park so special and so unique.
Well, there's a lot of different things. The first thing is, I think the people, our staff truly cares about the students, but more importantly, it's our students that makes it special. They are doing amazing things every single day in the classroom, on the athletic fields, on the stage. And the coolest thing is that we offer opportunities for our students to be the most successful people in the entire state of West Virginia and in the country.
I believe that the thing that makes it special is just how kind of close-knit our community is here and all the great opportunities it has.
There's so many opportunities at Park. You can get involved in sports or clubs or anything. You can learn how to fix a car or do calculus.
I mean, there's so many things that make it special. The kids here are awesome. The staff are amazing. We have the best facilities in the state. And we also are able to offer some of the best classes and curriculum, everything from our career technical to our fine arts. We have everything here at Wheeling Park.
Thanks so much to all of our 8th graders for coming to visit. We can't wait for you all to become Patriots. Reporting for the Patriot Connection, I'm Riley Gillespie.
8th graders in Ohio County schools recently toured Wheeling Park with their class.
Wheeling Park students are gearing up for their annual trip to our nation's capital.
This year marks the 18th year that students have been making the trek to D.C. The trip includes a visit to the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum and the National Museum of African American History and Culture. Mr. Galick, who is one of our social studies teachers here at Wheeling Park, and also teaches a very popular class called the History of the Holocaust. He explains the biggest thing he hopes students gain from the trip
is reinforcing the things that they've learned in the class, like the opportunity to go to the museums and see the things that we've talked about either as real life objects or recreations is something that can't be, a picture's worth 1,000 words.
Every year the DC trip always coincides with the Cherry Blossom Festival, signifying the welcoming of spring. The annual trip is not only a sight to see, but also is rich in history and education, especially for the students who have such a deep interest in the subject. No matter if it's a student's first time going on this trip, or if he or she is making a repeat appearance to DC, they all have something they're looking forward to seeing and learning.
Well, I went last year, so I'm just looking forward to going back to the Holocaust Museum and learn some more stuff.
I had a lot of fun going on the DC trip. I actually went 2 years in a row because I was in 2 of Galick's classes, and it's definitely a lot of fun, and I would recommend going because you get a lot of free time to kind of tour around DC with your friends and your group and your chaperone. And my mom went with my group, so we had a lot of fun kind of picking what restaurant we wanted to go to for dinner and seeing the different sites around DC. And it was definitely a lot of fun and a good learning experience too, going to the Holocaust Museum and stuff like that.
I'm looking forward to seeing the Holocaust Museum because I have never been and to learn more about it.
I'm looking forward to see the changing of the guard.
Special thanks to Mr. Galick, Mr. Marsh, and Mr. Stanton for setting this trip up and for providing students an opportunity to experience such a rewarding and memorable trip.
Many people believe that being healthy only consists of eating right, but it's so much more than that. Patriot Connection reporter Evelyn Molina takes a closer look at the educational campaign that focuses on taking care of our entire body. Since 1973, the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics have been celebrating National Nutrition Month in order to spread awareness of good physical fitness and healthy eating. This year marks our 51st anniversary. While many of us believe that cutting calories is the way to shed pounds, others believe exercising hours upon hours is the answer. However, the answer lies somewhere in between. Experts recommend that the best way to maintain a healthy weight is to eat a diet rich in whole grains, fruits, vegetables, low-fat milk products, beans, eggs, fish, nuts, and lean meats. It's important to remember that snacking doesn't have to be taboo.
My favorite nutritional snack is beef jerky.
Is an apple. Freeze-dried strawberries.
Probably Cliff Bars.
My favorite nutritional snack is pineapple.
When it comes to physical fitness, it's proven that when we stay active, we live a longer and healthier life. The U.S. Department of Health Services recommend that children between 6 and 16 years old should get around 60 minutes or more of moderate to vigorous physical fitness every day.
Usually twice a day, about 4 times a week, I'll go to the gym.
I exercise 30 minutes every day.
4 days a week. So like I do running and then I'll go lift weights, bench press, squat.
It's 45 minutes every day.
Mr. Arbus is a physical education and health teacher and is also an athletic coach for the girls' soccer team. He explains why it's so important to take care of our health now.
Decisions and the things that behaviors you exhibit now can play a major factor on how you live the rest of your life. Certain at-risk behaviors can lead to certain diseases and certain chronic illnesses that can lower your life expectancy, and by all means that's what we aim to live as a long and healthy lifestyle.
Remember, taking care of your mental health is also a vital part of our lives, as it affects our thoughts, behaviors, and emotions. Reporting for the Patriot Connection, I'm Evelyn Molina.
Spring is coming early this year, falling on March 19th. This week's question is, what flower is the most associated with springtime? Is it A, daffodils, B, lilacs, or C, tulips? We'll have the answer when we come back.
We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you. We've got it down to a science, an absolute state of art. We do it all, restoration, cleaning, and reconstruction. When disaster strikes, just pick up the phone. We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you.
What if your bank offers CDs with consistently competitive and higher interest rates?
That's what I want.
What if, unlike other banks, they're normally open more hours? And they don't use high teaser rates on CDs only to lower them later. Isn't that the way all banks should be? And even more, several of their CD accounts have some of the best interest rates.
That's money in the bank. The right bank.
Open your CD account at Main Street Bank. You deserve a bank this good.
I choose not to use alcohol and other drugs.
I choose not to use.
I choose not to use.
I choose not to use.
I choose not to use. I choose not to use.
I choose not to use.
I choose not to use.
I choose not to use.
I choose not to use.
Saying no to alcohol and other drugs while being a teenager can be challenging with peer pressure. However, it's important to remember the risks and dangers that come with abuse. Surround yourself with good people and fun activities. You won't regret it. Game changer, saying no to alcohol and other drugs.
Sportsmanship is the commitment to fair play and ethical behavior.
Being a good sport means being fair, honest, responsible, and respectful.
It's treating others how you want to be treated.
It's shaking hands at the end of the game.
Good sportsmanship is encouraging your teammates when they're feeling down.
Following the rules of the game and treating players fairly.
No matter what sport you're playing, be a team player and keep a positive attitude.
Lead by example because you'll represent your school and your name. This message is brought to you by WPHP.
Have you ever wanted to be on television or on the radio? Wheeling Park High School offers top-tier courses so you can do just that. In addition to the weekly news production, the Patriot Connection, Wheeling Park is also home to the only student-run radio station in the Ohio Valley. our students broadcast sporting events live on 91.9 WPHP FM. We also operate the cameras at football games that broadcast all of the action live on the video display board. To top it off, our students work as sideline reporters, interviewing coaches, athletes, and students. With close to 200 students in the program, Wheeling Park High School's Broadcast Technology program helps students develop teamwork, camera work, and public speaking skills. WPHP, preparing students for life.
Before the break, we asked you, what flower is the most associated with springtime? Is it A, daffodils, B, lilacs, or C, tulips? The answer is A, daffodils. The first day of spring is also called the vernal equinox.
Patriot Connection reporter Malia Miskowitz is back with another edition of One on One.
Hi, and welcome back to another edition of One on One. I'm your host, Malia Miskowitz, here today with Junior Class President Sam Kiger. Hi, Sam.
Hi, Malia.
How are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
You know, I'm pretty good considering the fact that it's almost spring, so not only is it going to be getting warmer, but it's also kind of a rite of passage, prom. So I know you're the junior class president and that the juniors do plan prom, so can you tell me a little bit about what actually goes into planning it?
Yeah, so our whole entire junior class office, we get together every week or so with Mrs. Bugai, and we just go over what we want to put into prom, decorations, cost, all of that. So this year we're going to be having it at the White Palace, which is different from last year because we're going to have 2 floors. The theme this year is going to be Under the Stars. It will be held on April 27th at 6 o'clock. We're all just super excited.
You know, I'm definitely very excited too. I mean, I am a girl and I do love to get dressed up, so I think that's definitely what I'm most excited for. But what are you most excited for?
I'm just really excited to, get out there and dance, and then, it's a lot of work that goes into it. So all my hard work, I hope it just pays off in the end.
Well, thank you, Sam. Prom will be held on April 27th at the White Palace. We hope that you'll join us there. Reporting for the Patriot Connection, alongside Sam Kiger, I'm Malia Miskowitz.
Prom tickets will be on sale closer to the date. Get ready, basketball fans. The Women's March Madness tournament is here. The fiercest women's teams will begin to take the court on Selective Sunday. Patriot Connection reporter Seneca Heller takes a look at the exciting matchups headed our way.
Brace yourself for non-stop action, jaw-dropping plays, and nail-biting moments. The Women March Madness most elite teams will begin their journey to the NCAA Championship game on March 17th.
The NCAA Division I Women's Basketball Tournament, featuring 64 teams competing in a single elimination tournament played each spring in the United States. The tournament showcases the incredible talent and skill of female basketball players. Longtime WTRF sports director, Mr. Nolty, talks about how the viewership has grown in the past several years.
The numbers are astronomical, really, to where they were a few years ago. They've been able to go out and double the number of sponsors they have, corporate partners as well, and really women's basketball is on the rise and probably more popular than it's ever been.
Women's March Madness has seen some legendary players and iconic moments that have become part of basketball history. Coming back for redemption after their suspenseful loss to LSU, Iowa has a chip on their shoulder to take down the reigning national champions. Some talentful teams to look at as the season is ending include LSU, Iowa, Stanford, Ohio State, Louisville, and South Carolina. So who do you think will go all the way?
I have South Carolina winning Women's March Madness.
South Carolina for sure.
Root for WVU, but I think Iowa and Caitlin Clark will end up going to the Final Four and winning. She has created a buzz around women's basketball, which I think has been great because you had teams like UConn and Tennessee that dominated for so long, and now there's more parity, and it's adding even more excitement to the women's game in March Madness.
I have Caitlin Clark, Iowa. I think South Carolina is going to win.
I'm rooting for Iowa to win it all. Caitlin Clark, she can't be beat.
I want the Iowa Hawkeyes to win.
South Carolina to win the championships.
Virginia Tech.
This year, fans have seen many upsets already in the women's regular season. So grab some popcorn and get ready to witness history in the making.
Reporting for the Patriot Connection, I'm Seneca Heller.
Stay updated with this exciting basketball tournament. You won't regret it. It's tournament time, and the NCAA has revealed the 2024 Men's March Madness basketball tournament. Patriot Connection reporter Mateo Gomez takes a look at the madness that is about to ensue.
The NCAA Division I Men's Basketball Tournament is a single elimination tournament of 68 teams that compete in 7 rounds for the national championship. Teams can earn a bid to the NCAA tournament in 2 ways. The 32 Division I conferences all receive an automatic bid, which they each award to the team that wins the postseason conference tournament. Mr. Nolte is not only a broadcasting technology teacher at Wheeling Park High School, but he's also the longtime sports director at WTRF. He says that March Madness is important to universities around the country.
It acts as a commercial for that institution. If your school, your team is lucky enough to make the tournament, you're getting multiple hours of live television all over the country to really showcase your school, and you might just make somebody excited about coming to your school that had never heard of your institution before being in the tournament.
Although there's no clear favorite to win the 2024 March Madness tournament right now, the Yukon Huskies have caught up with the Purdue Boilermakers as co-favorites. Everyone has their favorite on who's going to win this year's tournament.
I hope Duke wins.
The Tennessee Volunteers.
Well, WVU is not going to make the March Madness, so give me Tennessee.
North Carolina.
I want Duke to win March Madness.
Even though women's March Madness is better, I think that Kentucky men's basketball is going to win.
Let's go WVU Mountaineers.
I'm honestly just hoping South Carolina wins.
St. Patrick's Day may prove to be the lucky day for 64 teams, coinciding with the NCAA Selection Sunday. Reporting for the Patriot Connection, I'm Mateo Gomez.
The NCAA Final Four tips off Saturday, April 6th at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Now let's take a look at what else is going on at Wheeling Park High School this week.
This Thursday, March 14th, at the end of a 9 weeks green period.
Make plans now to attend Ohio County Schools Celebration of the Arts. It will be held next Thursday, March 21st, right here at Wheeling Park from 4:30 until 6:30 in our ILC.
Wheeling Park FFA and Oglebay Stables are teaming up for a horse riding clinic. Details are in the flyer on Schoology. Be sure to reserve your spot with Mr. Bloomfield by sending him a Schoology message.
Would you like a monthly PDF version of our Park Press emailed directly to you? Use the link in Schoology to join the Park Press mailing list.
Yearbooks are still on sale. Check out Johnston'sYearbook.com to order or bring a check of $74 to room 346, which is Mrs. Leo's room.
Monday, April 1st is a PL day in Ohio County Schools. Students do not have school on that day.
All Ohio County schools will be closed from March 25th through the 29th for spring break.
The Green Club has free reusable bottles for anyone in need. We can also use boxes for paper and some bigger boxes to mail back TerraCycle items. If anyone has boxes, please take them to room 304.
Looking for a job? Check out our job opportunities document on Schoology resource page.
Oglebay currently has open positions. For the Nature Day camp positions, applicants would need to be at least 16 years of age. They have year-round, part-time, and seasonal jobs. For more information and a link to our employment application, check out oionline.com.
The Wheeling University swim team is holding swimming lessons again for the 2024 spring semester. In addition to beginner swim lessons, they are adding competitive swim lessons that are more geared towards middle school and high school age students. There is a flyer available with information that is posted on Schoology.
If you're staying after school, don't forget about school supper. It starts at 2:30. You need to swipe your ID, and school suppers may not go on the bus.
The Rotary clubs in our area are partnering with Rise Against Hunger this Saturday from 9 to 12 at St. Jude Park in Glendale. Volunteers will pack bags that will be shipped to the most needy places in the world. If you would like to sign up and get 3 hours of volunteer time for National Honor Society or scholarship applications, click the link on Schoology.
That's a wrap for this week's Patriot Connection. We're on WLTV 14, 7 days a week at 6:30 a.m., 7 p.m., and 10 p.m. For all of the Patriot Connection reporters, I'm Lala Woods. And I'm Paisley Jones. Have a great day.